Hey everyone, Mark Haraguchi here at Wealth Without Wall Street. Another quick one for you here today. I had a question from a client asking about repaying his loan. So he's gone and initiated a loan from a life insurance company. He's now got that outstanding balance, and he's asking the question, well, should I repay it quicker? Nelson in his book talks about paying maybe twice as much of the interest. So if you've got a 5% rate, interest rate, what if you paid yourself back at 10? So you're paying yourself back more. Well, let's see what actually happens so that you can better understand what's actually going on. So as I bring this up here, what you can see is we've got a opportunity here. We've gone and borrowed $27,000. We're going to say that the current going rate is 5%, and we're going to borrow it for a year. So in this amortization schedule, that then calculates out that your payment is going to be $2,311.40. 12 times, and that'll settle you up with a total interest of $736.82. So what does that look like? So that $2311.40 went in, $2311.40, and then $2198.90 went to principal, $112 went to interest. That gave you a new remaining balance. That balance was carried for a month, and you had to pay some interest on that. So as it works itself down, what it's doing is it's accounting for paying down the loan as well as accommodating the interest. Okay. Now the question was, but hey, Mark, what if I want to pay it back quicker? Nelson says to maybe double the interest rate. Well, what would happen? Well, let's take a look at that same $27,000 loan. We're now going to do a 10% interest rate. This is what we're going to assume to charge ourselves. The life insurance company is going to charge us 5%. That's what they've said. That's what's in the contract. That's what's going on for that policy year. So they're not actually going to be able to charge you more, but you can pseudo do this. So what is this going to look like? Well, now all of a sudden our payment jumps up to $2373.73. And what does that do? Well, remember our original was $2,311.40. Our new is $2,373.70, which means that we're paying an extra $62.33 per month in the 10% model versus the 5% model. And you'll notice your total interest is $1,044.75 in the 10% model versus $736. So wow, look at that, twice as much interest. That makes sense, right? We're doubling the interest rate for the same period of time. But the $62.33, well, what if we wanted to charge ourselves 10%? The life insurance company is only expecting 5% to come in the door. So how is this extra 5% going to be accommodated? Well, let's see, $62.33. So let's go back to our original loan, and let's make an extra payment of $62.33. Again, it's the same $27,000 loan. The life insurance company is only accounting for 5%. It's still a 1 year, 12-month period. Still the same payment of $2311.40. We're just going to add in $62.33. And let's see what happens. So our total interest is $736.82. And let's see what happens when we accelerate this by paying back twice as much. So now all of a sudden, every month, an extra $62.33. So it's as though you're paying a 10% loan, but the life insurance company still only sees you doing a 5% loan. So what happened? Well, you can see your total interest was the original one that we thought we were going to pay $736.82. But when you pushed in that extra $62 and change, you actually changed the timeline. You knocked down your principal quicker, which means that you had less overall interest. So your total interest in the accelerated format is $719.44. So that's a $17 savings. So over that 12-month period, by pushing in that extra $62.33, you reduced your your interest exposure, by $17. Now, does that sound like a lot? Some of you might be saying, "Oh my goodness, well that $17, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense." Well, here's the great part. All this time that you've been pushing this $62.33 in, what have you been doing? You've been reducing the outstanding balance. When you reduce the outstanding balance, you've now created the ability to borrow again. So even though you may say, well, $17, Mark, I might as well just punt this thing out for 12 months. And I could have used that $62 every single month. Yeah, you could have. And if you needed to, isn't it great to know you've got that opportunity? You have the ability to stick to your original payment schedule that you made for yourself, in this case, 27 grand at 5% for 1 year. Yeah, if you don't have the extra $62, sure, scale yourself back. pay what you had originally thought about? Or better yet, what if you hit some hard times? Wouldn't it be nice to skip one if you had to, because you need that flexibility given what's happening in your world, what's happening in your life. But know that if you do pay extra, this is a revolving line of credit, ladies and gentlemen. The more you push back in, the more is available to you when you need it. So like a home equity line of credit, a personal line of credit, you're only going to pay interest on the outstanding balance. So why would you keep the outstanding balance any higher than you have to if you have the ability to pay it down and you know that you can access it when you need to? Again, I'm Mark Haraguchi here at Wealth Without Wall Street. This has been a question from one of our clients. I hope you found this helpful. I hope you found it beneficial. If this piques your interest and you'd like to know more, you'd like to learn more about the infinite banking concept and how we use this personal cash flow system to achieve financial freedom, go ahead and hit us up, wealthwithoutwallstreet.com/free call. We'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.